What is up, you guys? It is me, Miyoshi, and I am back with another video. So for today's video, it's going to be inspired by the strawberry lemonade look that I found on Pinterest. I saw it and just had to recreate it, so this is my take on it. Make sure that you guys are hitting that subscribe button. Yes, honey, stay in tune, and just keep on watching. Alright, you guys, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to be taking this face freeze balm from Revolution Beauty, and this is a primer. It feels really good, nice and cool on the skin, super refreshing. So I'm going to be applying that all over the face. Next, I'm going to be taking this Color Eye Correcting Cream, and I'm going to be applying this underneath my eyes, over my lids, and just around my oral bone all together. So you just want to massage that in. And a little trick that I like to do is when you're massaging it in, instead of doing circular motions, I kind of do sweeping motions up towards my brows. That's going to help, prevent fine lines and wrinkles and, too much pulling on your eyelids. Taking my micro brow pencil, again from Revolution Beauty. I have been loving this brow pencil. It has been snatching my brows, okay? It's been getting them together. It's so fine, and I just love a micro brow pencil over any other brow product. So I'm just gonna tune out for a second and show you guys how I feel in my brows. Alright, we're going to be using these three beautiful palettes today, and they are from Profusion Cosmetics. I'm going to be starting off with the Banging Pinks palette, and I'm taking the color Adore, and it's like this really pretty, hot magenta kind of pink color. And I'm taking this on a really fluffy crease brush, and as you can see, I'm packing that in the crease, and I'm kind of making like a slight wing shape, but nothing too major, We just want to have it nice blended and, smoky. And as you can see, I'm making sure that I bring this color all the way into the inner corner because we are going to be doing a little cut crease. As you can see, I'm hype. Hey, period. Upbeat Orange palettes, I'm going to be taking the color Unwind, and I'm going to be putting that on a really small crease brush. It's a taper crease brush, and I'm going to be using that to blend out the pink. Now I'm going to be going in with this NYX white eye base. Honestly, I did like this white eye base, and the reason I use this because we are going to be using really bright shades on the lid, so I wanted them to pop, but you'll see in a second. We'll get into that tea later. Now I'm going to be going in with the Yellow Fusion palette, and I'm going to be taking the color Busy Bee, and I'm going to be packing that on with a really small shader brush. It's a really dense brush with really short bristles, and I'm going to be using this to pack on the color. As you can see with the white base, it is starting to crease. Like, it was really creamy and it wasn't something that was like getting tacky at all. Like, it just kind of got a little slippery. So the color was moving just a little bit underneath while I was trying to build it up. Now I'm going back in with the Upbeat Orange palette, and I'm taking a darker orange shade than the one that we put in the crease, and I have that again on the same brush that we used to blend out our crease, and I'm just packing that onto the outer part of the lid. I'm only doing this in a really small section because I am going to go back in with the pink and connect everything together and smoke everything out. Next, I'm taking mascara, and this is the Big Lash mascara from Revolution Beauty, and I am coating my top lashes. The lashes for today are Fairy Wispy lashes by the Mynk label. I thought these were really soft, wispy, and fluttery, but still giving me a glam little vibe, so I was loving these for this look. For concealer, I'm going in with my Morphe concealer in the shade C265, and I am applying this under my eyes, around my mouth, and I'm going to just blend that out before I apply my foundation. Today's foundation is the Amazonian Clay foundation by Tarte, and I have like mixed feelings about this foundation. Honestly, I feel like it is a little bit more neutral toned, and I do prefer my foundations to have a warm yellow or golden type of undertone, just something to kind of like brighten up my skin and give me like a nice glow. This foundation, it is my shade, but I do notice that it's a little bit more neutral, which technically I can use, but I don't know, it just looked a little bit too cool for me. Like, I kind of felt a little dead, I'm not gonna lie. Another thing about this foundation is it does oxidize, so even though it does come off looking a little bit more cool and like whitish undertoned, it does oxidize and get that orange back into it, so eventually it blends well with my skin. Going back in with my Morphe concealer just to highlight under my eyes, the bridge and tip of my nose, Cupid's bow, and chin and forehead. To finish off, my bake, I am going to be brushing off my Revolution Beauty baking powder in deep yellow, and I'm going to be wiping that off with this really small fluffy brush. I'm loving this for taking off my bake now, and I find that it kind of like gets everything off instead of like a bigger brush instead. For contour, I'm using the Beautè Bronzed in Paradise palette, and I'm going to be taking the second shade in that palette and applying that with my GG Gorgeous contour brush. I really love this brush. It just gives me the best contour ever. It leaves me so snatched. Okay, I be looking like, what? Nothing but cheekbones. For blush, I'm taking the Profusion Cosmetics Blush 3 palette, and I'm going to be taking the color Lush and applying that to my cheeks first. Now I'm going over top of that with more of a coral color, and this is going to really tie into the eyes. I loved this blush choice. Like, this blush combination really just made my eyes pop and stand out so much. Oh, I just love it. I love blush now. To finish off the face, I'm going to be going in with the Manny X Morphe MUA palette, and I'm going to be taking both of those highlighter shades and I'm going to be stacking them. So I'm going to start with the darker highlight shade. It's like more of a golden, and then I'm going to go over top of that with the whiter shade. Now I'm going to be finishing off the under eyes, and I'm starting off with that pink, the color Adore, and I'm going to be sweeping that under my eye, and then eventually I'm going to be blending that out with the orange that we applied in the crease as well. Here I'm just showing you the color switch. I really have been loving this for cleaning my brushes. Like, look at that. Amazing. Now I'm going in with the color, with the orange color, and I'm going to be smoking that out. For the inner corner, I'm taking this super tiny brush and I'm going back into the Yellow Fusion palette. There is a yellow glitter in that palette that is so gorgeous. So I'm just applying that into the inner corner, and then I'm going to be blending that down onto the lower lash line. To set the face, I'm taking the Ciate Everyday Vacay Setting Spray. And for lips, I'm using this brown lip pencil just to quickly line my lips. And I'm going to be using this color to ombre out my lips just a little bit as well. So you are going to see me smudge it out on the sides. I am taking this Morphe liquid lipstick. I can't remember the name right now, but I am going to leave it down in the description box. One thing I will say about these Morphe liquid lipsticks is that a lot of product comes out all at once. I did notice that it was like really creamy, one, but it was also like a lot of product that came out on the brush initially, so do be mindful of that. It did get a little messy for me, so I had to do a little extra work just to kind of like clean it up. I don't know why I always do this dance while I like do my lips. Like, it's just so weird, but it always works. Going in with the Colourpop Lux Lipgloss, and I'm going to be applying this on top of my lips, focusing mostly in the center and my Cupid's bow. And this, you guys, is the final look. I really love this look. I was so proud of myself. I got inspired and I finally did something a little bit out of my comfort zone. I hope you guys really did love and enjoy this video. And I can't wait to see you guys next time. Bye!